Oh boy. Okay. Um. All right. That's going. All right. Cool. Um. Hello. Welcome in. Um. I'm just gonna ramble for a little bit. Wanted to get my thoughts together, and that's a tough way to go out. That is a tough, tough way to go out. When you there's this is there a more fitting way for this season to end than what happened? I mean, let's be brutally honest here. The way everything went and them having a big lead all in the first period. We're talking 3-0 in the first period. And then that happens. That's just again snowballing, and for everything just to happen, it's what else? What a fitting way to go out losing a double overtime and blowing the 3-0 lead, blowing a 4-3 lead, getting their butts whooped for about 40 minutes, and then a double minor penalty that they almost nearly killed off. They made it three-fourths of the way there before the Canes ended. So it sucks. That's a bad way to go out. Um, I mean, they didn't deserve it for the way they played in overtime. They really did not. Carolina was just kicking their butt up and down the rink. The Devils looked gassed. And then you take a penalty, double minor. It was inevitable. It was inevitable that it was they were going to score, and that they did. So, Devil season officially comes to an end. They had the fucking chance to do it. They had the fucking chance to do it, force it. Oh well. Oh well. It is what it is. So, I will have an in-depth video later on this week where I really get into things and I'll break everything down. But just wanted to come on here quickly and give my thoughts. I was really hoping they would pull through. I really would. Just for the fact that I could go to one last game Friday night. Even if they were to lose Friday, the fact that I could have been there in the building just to see them one last time, unfortunately, that will not be happening. So, um, what else do I want to say? The team had heart. They showed the fight. You cannot give them. You cannot say that. Like you can't say they didn't try. Uh, Two double overtime games in the span of 5 days. I mean, come on. You can't say they didn't show any fight. They gave it everything they got. They swung with the roster they had, the healthy players on the ice, and unfortunately, they just ran out of gas. Like it what are you going to do? Um, so it sucks. It really sucks. Markstrom tonight. I mean, he carried him through the overtime. I really thought they would have pulled him, but fuck, man, that performance in overtime. Are you kidding me? He gave it everything they had. It just sucks. It just sucks. They ran out of gas. Period. Point blank. So, um, trying to think what else here. That's about it, really. Um, trying to think. Um, being up 3-0, it sucks. because having the chance, they looked great early. They really did. I was expecting some pushback from Carolina, but they scored 3 goals in 4 minutes to then tie the game. And then Nico Hischier got the lead. I'm surprised we even got another one. I thought Carolina was just going to steamroll us at that point. But Nico Hischier got one, made it 4-3. Then Carolina ties it a little bit after that, and then no goals in the third, no goals in the first overtime, and then the double minor, and then the game winner. So, Peyton, hello, welcome. Yeah, that just sucks. That really freaking sucks. So, it is what it is. Season over. Look. I predicted Carolina in 5. If you watch the playoff preview video, so oh well. I guess this is how it was going to end anyway. It's just very unfortunate that they had to end in this specific scenario where for the second time in 3 years you lose to Carolina in a game 5 after they were up 3-1 in the series, and how they ended game 5 of 2023. They were up. They had a power play in that one as well. So very similar ending. Brother, oh, brother. So, all right. Just wanted to come on here, give my quick thoughts. Look, it was an impressive season. They fought hard. They did. The second half of the season, really rough past the Christmas break. But, I mean, with the roster they have, the fact they made it, they played in some games. They even had a couple wins. They had the one win in there, the double overtime win, which is now one of the best sporting events I've ever been to in my life. It sucks to go out that way. Sucks because they had a chance to win it. They had a chance to do it, and they couldn't pull through. And it just goes with everything that happened this year. One of the key things that they did was they couldn't hold leads, especially down the stretch. And what happened again? Couldn't hold a lead. A big one at that. It wasn't even a 1-goal lead. It was a 3-0 lead. And they still couldn't win it. I expected some pushback from the Canes, but they... God, 3 goals in 4 minutes, dude? Like, come on, man. Sucks. It sucks. So, I mean, look, I thought they would win it after Sunday, but I was just really hoping to see them one last time. If I could have seen them play one last time in person, I would have been grateful for that. Even if they would have got eliminated Friday night, the fact I could go up there and see them play, but that won't be happening. Season officially over. So, I will be back sometime later this week. I want to wait till after the locker room clean out, exit interviews, done all that. And yeah, then I will publish the full 2024-2025 season recap video for the Devils. So, take off my cap one final time. I get to shave tomorrow. This all goes. Finally, I've been growing this in since late September, early October. So finally, this can all go. Can't wait to do that. And yeah, so for the final time this season, Devils are done. Pack it up, boys, and see you in the fall. So Markstrom kept them alive in OT. Oh, he absolutely did. He absolutely did. 1,000% Jacob Markstrom kept them alive. And the fact that he made up for what he did earlier, because I was thinking get him out of the game after Carolina tied it to make it 3-3 and then 4-4. I thought for sure Markstrom was cooked, but got to give credit to him. He came up big. So I cannot blame Markstrom for this. I cannot. He did his job. The Canes system, the Canes pressure, too much, and we ran out of gas. And once the double minor and the double overtime happened, I'm like, all right, this is it. It's over. So, all right. that is going to do it. Thank you all so much for watching. My name is Trevor. See you all for the next one. Panthers fan here. I gotta say, Markstrom was correct tonight. Devils looked really sloppy. Yeah, I let me. It's just what the Canes do in their system, their forecheck, their pressure. They know how to slow you down. They know as in overtime. Yeah, I got you. They just know how to wind you down, beat you to a pulp. The Devils were just gassed at that point. So Canes were chasing after every loose puck, or every puck battle was just all Carolina at that point. Devils were completely gassed. So, but you got to think about it from the Devils' perspective. No Jack Hughes, no Luke Hughes, half the defense injured. It was eventually going to catch up to them, and Carolina is just a better team. They could roll full lines. Only key guy out for them is Freddie. So, uh, needed to work harder for the puck, but they did really well. Yeah, yeah. A lot of dump and chase. I didn't. I mean, what sucked was in overtime is that the only time the Devils could get the puck out of their zone, as my hair's a freaking mess. Oh my God, I am so sorry. Can't wait to get a cut tomorrow. In overtime, when the Devils had to just get the puck out of the zone, they couldn't sustain any offensive pressure because they're just trying to get it out so they could get a line change. So they could do nothing. It sucks, but that's the way it is. Teams got to stay healthy if they want potential. That's what it comes down to. Everybody's got to stay healthy for this team to make a run. But I'll go into that later. I am now going to end this. It is late, and I got some things to do before I wrap it up for the night. So, Sheldon Keefe did pretty well with this. Oh, he did. 1,000% Sheldon Keefe did well. Absolutely. No. Because I've been seeing things online how, oh, Keefe is the problem. He's this, he's that. He's not. What he did with this roster this year, with some of the key components out for most of the season, especially down the stretch, still made the playoffs, still hung in there. So, yeah, all right. Thank you for that. I appreciate the kind words. Yeah, all right. Gonna end this. So, thank you all. He saved the Devils and gave them a chance. Yeah, yeah, he did. Can't agree with that. So, yep. Have a good night, everybody. Thanks for watching. Devils full season recap video to come out later this week. So stay tuned for that. Have a good night.